This is his.
Why do I feel so? Like, it feels weird not having Hayden here. I feel like now everyone stares at us. I think he blocks it for me.
I mean, yeah, probably, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean he's not.
I'm like nervous.
That doesn't mean he's coming back. Don't be nervous. All right.
He's so sad he can't be here. He's
So
here
sad.
in spirit.
So sad. Yes. All right. Hey guys, welcome to episode 3. We've made it this far. Cheers. Sponsored by Flamingo. What are you doing?
There's a hair.
Okay. Cheers. Sponsored by Bearded Iris, not sponsored by. All right.
I realize I sit like this in all of our episodes.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's how you sit. It's fine.
I have ADHD.
Yes, we know. If the viewers didn't know by now. Hey guys, welcome to episode 3. Soon to be titled by AI.
We still haven't thought of an episode 2 title.
That's true. We still don't have one. But that's okay. We're working on that one tonight.
Okay.
TBD on if it can come out tomorrow night or not. If you're watching this, you've already seen episode 2. So that doesn't really matter. Yeah. So let's get into it. Should we start with our hinge capades?
Yeah.
And by our, I mean yours, because I don't have my phone on me because it's recording us right now.
Yeah.
So tell the audience what you did last night.
Oh, it was the night before last.
Night before last, sorry.
So I said in episode 1 that I had deleted all of my dating apps.
Yes.
Then I realized it would be doing it for the plot and the podcast if I had some Hinge stories.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah.
Because the men in Nashville are rancid.
Truly.
So I made a Hinge at like 12:30 after we were texting about it, and I was like, should I do it? Should I just pull the plug and do it? So I did it, and I have quite literally only liked one person, and I don't even want to like that one person.
Yeah.
It's just because I wanted to show you the profile, and I couldn't get through through his
Yeah.
to go to the other ones, and I wanted you to see the profile.
Yeah.
So it's like it's been like I want to say like 120 at this point, like 120 likes of just random men that I've just been like X,
Yeah.
X, 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 X.
Which is funny because you told me that just like doing a refresh of your profile, that's what did it. But like I did that and have gotten nothing. So I think it's not that.
Well, I think it's because I made a whole new profile. Like I don't just delete the app. Like I delete my whole profile.
So you had to start from scratch and add
yeah, like I had to make the whole account over again.
That makes more sense. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that just to see what I mean.
Because when I refreshed mine before, it's just like I think it just sends me back out. Like it refreshes the people that you've said no to or whatever, or the people that have said no to you. So
I don't think it refreshes theirs. Like it doesn't like make you pop up, right?
Yeah, it does because like multiple like I remember like people would be like, "Oh yeah, you're back" or something, and like they would like me again. And I'd be like, "Fuck no."
I mean, that would make sense because there's this one girl.
But also, I don't
me.
send likes on Hinge.
Yeah. What do you do? Just.
I respond to my likes.
Oh, okay. Exactly. Which is I mean,
the female thing on dating apps.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the benefit of being a female on dating apps.
Yeah.
You just have like 1,000 just gross men messaging you and liking you, and then you get to choose. It's like well, it's like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a cow auction or something, like a ox auction.
Are you saying that I'm a cow and I'm being auctioned off?
No,
on
they
Hinge?
are. Like you're getting to choose. They're like moo moo moo.
Look at that,
moo.
a Hinge notification.
Notification. Oh, who is this?
A guy named Jerry.
Let's look at Jerry.
And he said, "Hi Jess, how long have you been in Nashville? Are you into art or museums?"
Wow, riveting banter. I mean, ours right now isn't that more riveting, but all right, she X'd out on it. Are you all clear that you X'd out on all of them?
Yeah, like I literally have only liked this one because I wanted to show you the profile.
Nice.
Well, he responded to my dog photo and said that dog is living a rough life, which we've talked about. I think he's kidding.
I mean, I guess it's probably sarcastic because it's literally Oliver in a bed, snuggled up like the sweet little boy he is.
Well, so the first picture is just him and this poodle dog.
Yeah.
Cute. And then one of his what is it? Prompt is the word I'm looking for.
Yes.
It's like one of like the 3 choices. It says instead of grabbing drinks, less horror movie, barcade, or try a new recipe? None.
No.
I mean, I'll try a recipe, but by myself.
Yeah. Fine.
And then his next one is,
So
I'm
interesting.
convinced that, and then his answer is, I give the best massages.
Wow.
That's not something you advertise.
Yeah.
That's something that the girl you're dating brags about to her friends.
Yeah.
You don't brag about that.
Yeah, it's not really a great opening line.
He's 32. He is a man. He is
Yeah.
straight. He's 6 foot.
Would you say his frontal lobe is developed?
Probably not.
Yeah.
In the way that he's responding. And then like another like, I mean, he's not an unattractive man.
Yeah. He seems
But
like
then
a
you scroll down, and then it says the key to my heart is, and his answer is, introduce me to your dog. No.
You're like, no, honey.
Then he posted a TikTok of him like modeling, and you can very much see the outline of his genitals. And I just know that was on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, he posted on purpose, but also
his
he took
pants
that
are so
photo.
tight he can't bend over to shut off the camera.
Wait, was it like a photo he took himself?
It's a little video.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like a
gotcha.
TikTok
I see.
that he posted.
That's so funny. Wow.
You can literally see the outline.
Yeah, I mean, of course he's doing it on purpose.
But like, wait, because he goes to like kind of.
Yeah, he's like, oh, look at my ass.
Like he can barely
Wow.
bend over to. And then the next one is, I go crazy for tattoos even though I don't have any. Explain it to me.
That was pretty funny. And that's the one where like the photo of like his just
No,
his
and then
shirt
it's
off.
yes, and then it's him. Which I don't even know if we could put this in. I guess I could do like a screen recording of me going through this profile.
I guess
But
so.
it's him like posing like this, like trying to flex his muscles and
Yeah,
like.
not doing well.
No, it's not doing any definition. And then it's like he has Calvin Klein boxers on, but he has one side like scooped down, so you could like see that he has the non-existent V-line that he's definitely trying to show off that's not there. And then the last picture is of him like playing guitar at a show.
Nice.
And
What kind of guitar?
nothing important.
Okay. I mean,
It's just that's just like men are so weird in the way that they advertise themselves.
yeah.
I think men don't realize, like, I think women understand and men do not understand of,
I
like,
mean,
the gaze that you have to
The
look-
gays?
like, the male gaze or the female gaze.
Yeah, like so like lesbians or like
No. Like, G-A-Z gaze.
okay.
And so, like, women make theirs for the male gaze. Like,
Yeah.
they're putting their prettiest pictures, they're putting a picture that, like, shows their full body, or they're trying to, like, have a prompt that says, like, hey, I'm interesting.
Yeah.
Men are like, I'm hot, look at me.
Yeah.
And that's not what the female gaze like,
No.
needs. And it's like, I give the best massages. That's not the
No.
female gaze.
No. What would you say? Like, this is actually some good insight for those who struggle with the apps, i.e., maybe me. But what is what is that? Like, what are they looking for? What is the females? What are the females looking for in a Hinge profile alone?
I think
Very base level.
the things that would, like, make me want to swipe right is, one, like, the ability to take, like, a good selfie. Like, it doesn't need to all be group photos.
Yeah.
Because if I have to do more than, like, one scroll trying to figure out who the fuck you are in one of the photos and trying to feel, like, which group member is, like, the
Yep.
consonant,
Yep.
no. I don't
Yeah.
want to have to do that.
Yeah. And it's usually with both sides, with both sexes. It's usually the ugly one
Yeah.
of the group. That's why they have the group photos.
Well, no, for sure. So, like, a group photo's, like, fine. Like, especially, like, I've come to notice, like, a lot of people, like, have wedding photos of, like, them and their boys.
Yeah.
Because they're one boy. Fine, cute.
Yeah.
Shows you have friends.
Yeah. You can, I guess, yeah, you can still have one.
But it's, like,
but, like,
you need to be able to, like, have a good photo taken of you, not when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Like, some boys will have that, like, when they're on a boat. Cute.
Yeah.
Like a good, like, actual, like, you're smiling, not, like, a candid photo.
Yep.
Something like that. Like, the prompts, like, I think some of them are funny. But it needs to be, like, I know how, like, our generation, like, loves to say, like, be a pick-me girl, like, don't be a pick-me girl. But I feel like some men are, like, a pick-me boy when it comes to, like, their,
Yeah.
I guess, their responses on the things. And so
Yeah.
some of them I'm just like, if you're just answering, like, the simple question of, like, the key to my heart is, and then it's just like, mine was on one of my old ones. I was like, the key to my heart is, what was it? Spicy margaritas.
Yeah.
And then, like, someone would respond to me and be like, I know the best place. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But, like, your profile just needs to, like, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't know, more tips, I guess. More
Yeah.
so, like, not many group photos.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to
Don't
do
be a
so...
douchebag.
Well, I just don't want to have to
Come
do
on.
so much work.
Yeah.
And it's like the massage thing. Like, I don't want to know that going into a date with you because that just makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. Like let that let you find. They should have you find that out naturally if
Right.
it goes to that point, right?
Well, yeah, you don't want to, like, give everything on just, like, your Hinge profile. You want to
Yeah.
save things for your first date, too.
Yeah, you want to have some mystery.
Like, I'd put, like, the key to my heart is Flamingo Road,
Yeah. Yeah, you said me it was.
hot dogs, and then something else.
Yeah. Was it something about baseball?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't remember. You sent it to me, but I can't remember. Yeah. I mean, I think all the photos on mine are like either professional photos taken of me or like casual photos taken of me.
Yeah.
Or and then one group photo. There's one with,
Yeah.
with me and like this music video that we did where we all had to dress like 90s tennis like players. So yeah, but yeah, and like, you know, I usually always have like one like stupid funny one where I actually just changed one of my prompts to let's debate this topic. Like, Helen Keller's not real, because of the last episode we talked about that girl that said she didn't believe that Helen Keller was real. So I was like,
I wonder if I
okay,
could go to, like, my Discover
yeah,
and see if there's, like, anyone that...
is that the one where you can like send a rose or whatever?
Yeah,
Do-
but you
do
can
the-
just... Well, like, on your Discover, like, it's where you send likes.
Oh, gotcha. Do the girls on Hinge send flowers, or roses, or is
I mean,
there?
you
is
can,
that
I just don't.
I just didn't know, 'cause, like you know, I didn't know if that was like, oh, the men
Yeah, see,
send
like, this
flowers
one,
and the
like,
women
this
send
guy has a
roses.
nice photo of him. Obviously not drunk, and if he is, he
Yeah.
looks good when he's drunk.
Having fun on the beach. Him and his girlfriend.
I love when they, like, they put a picture of them with a kid, and they're like, it's my niece.
Yeah. You're like, I don't have a kid. Like, okay. You can
And
also
then,
put
like,
that on a little
it's-
info.
So, like, his
bar.
first prompt is, like, we'll get along if you have a sense of humor and aren't a picky eater. That tells me a
Cool.
lot, but
Yeah.
also not enough to where, like, I'm like, oh, I could ask you more questions.
Yeah.
And then his next one is, like, dating me is, like, and this one's funny. Taking your bra off after a long day, liberating. That's funny. And then it's, like, my simple pleasures: exercise, reading, traveling, and bourbon. And
Very
there's just a bunch
basic.
of pictures of him, and then, like, you can see he has, like, a good friends. He's artsy. He has good style.
So it's a balanced profile.
Yeah,
Nice.
like, he doesn't look like a fuckboy.
Yeah. Which I'm sure 90% of them. It's either like
The
rednecks
dating
or
pool is
yeah.
so bad here.
it's like rednecks and fuckboys. For me,
no,
for
it's
me
a bunch
like,
of people that don't know what they want.
Yeah.
They have mommy issues. They have daddy issues, or
Yeah.
all of the above.
Yep.
And they don't want to go to therapy.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like for like the type of girls that I'm finding on the apps or more so, like it's like there's just like you know, girls always say like, oh, it's like the guy holding the fish, like going, you know, like it's like the guy with his shirt off holding a fish at the lake,
Yeah.
or like, you know, on a boat drinking, or just like whatever. There's always some like kind of drinking photo. I mean, think of it for like almost every girl on the apps has at least one photo with a drink in their hand. And it's like I guess
I
it's
don't.
like well, yeah, I said almost every, but I mean, I feel like it's more so just like it's like their way of saying, hey, I can have a good time, which is fair, whatever. But it's just like always the same. It's always like, you know, for the girls, it's always like them like doubled over in laughter at like a Broadway bar, like with cowboy boots on, and it's like a fucking like White Claw, basically us at Lucky Bastard, which, by the way. I don't think anyone's ever gotten me to go out to Broadway twice in a weekend, so congratulations on that.
Well, the thing is no one's really gotten me to go out on Broadway more than once.
Yeah, so you just dragged me along with
So
it.
my friends from my college town were in town.
Yeah.
And I have to say it that way because they're in their late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
And so, like, the restaurant that I worked at in college, it was like a sushi kind of like Asian fusion restaurant.
Nice.
And so the sushi chef.
Sushi chef.
Yeah, so he was like one of the head sushi chefs there. He's great. But then he ended up moving to the one that was in Birmingham rather than in Tuscaloosa. So then
Nice.
I ended up like going to visit a few times or whatever, just like go say hi. And then I met his like best friend and his wife. And then I just kind of became like an outsider of their friend group, like a
Nice.
a reoccurring character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not
Yeah.
a main character, but
Yeah.
like reoccurring.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you're main character energy now, but
well, it's like I am in my life.
yeah, of course. I mean, everyone is. Was that your credit card company calling you again?
Yes.
Nice. Allegedly. But
Well,
yeah,
so then,
they
yeah,
talked to you
so I have to say that they're my friends from when I was in college because people were like, they went to college with you? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I was friends with them, like, from my college town.
They were either they were really held back, or you were the smartest person that we've ever met.
I mean, I am the latter.
I don't see any ladders around here, so you're full of shit.
Oh, my God. No, so, like, then throughout the whole weekend, and so, like, I obviously, one, look like I'm 17. I'm 27. So they don't ever...
I wouldn't say obviously 17, but go on.
Well, I think I look, I look very young.
I mean, you look younger than 27, but not much younger.
Well,
I'd
I
say
get,
24, 25.
I barely get drinking age when people guess my age.
Yeah, well, because people are dumb.
Well, so, like, when we would go out, like, I met, like, we were supposed to go to brunch on Saturday, for example. And
Yes.
so then brunch was until noon. And then they were like, hey, they texted me like 11, and they were like, hey, we're going to go to Luke Bryan's before we walk over to brunch. Like, join us if you can. And I was like, okay, yeah, like, I'm already up, pretty much ready. I was just waiting for noon.
Yeah.
And so then I go, and, like, I get ID'd at the door, which, one, there are restaurants during the day.
Yeah.
And so, like, kids could technically go in. So
Yeah.
I got ID'd at the door. Don't really know why. I don't really know what they
Because you weren't with an adult.
I guess. And then the rooftop is always 21 and up.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole entire day because you don't serve food up there. And that's where they were. So then I get ID'd at the top of the stairs.
Nice.
I go sit down. I order a drink.
No.
The
3
bartender
times?
IDs me again.
No. Don't
And
stamp
it's
your hand.
so well, it's like not even that. It's just so funny because they were like, no one ID'd us anywhere in this building. And well, then because I remember when I got up the stairs, mind you, if anyone's ever been to a Broadway bar, going up the stairs to the rooftop is a hike.
Oh, yeah. It's usually, like, what,
hike.
6 stories? Like, how many stories?
Yeah, but it's like long and narrow. It
Yeah.
basically like, you're going straight up almost.
Yeah, by the time you're up there, you're sober.
Yeah.
If you've had any liquor in you.
Well, so then I was out of breath, and so
Yeah.
I give him my ID,
Yeah.
and he's like looking at it, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm just out of breath." And I
I'm
really
fine.
was. I was like
Yeah.
hunched over, like breathing heavily, and he was like, "You look too young and in shape." And I said,
What is it?
"I said,
You're like-
one, I have a heart condition.
You're
Two,
like, first of all, I'm huffing in front of you from walking up the
why do you?"
stairs.
I was like, "Because you can see my stomach." I was like, "One, I have a heart condition, sir, and IBS."
First of all, I'm an IBS girly, and if you don't, yeah, I'm going to shit
And I'm
all
being
over the
brave
floor.
about it.
I'm being sober. Tummy ache survivor.
But then like,
Tummy ache survivor.
so then like we go there, and then after brunch we ended up going to like the sports book place that's above Margaritaville Landshark.
Yeah.
And so when we were about to leave after we finished watching like the 2 games that we were watching, so then we were paying out or whatever, and I was talking to the girl. She like just moved here. She was asking like for recommendations, like where to go with her friends, and she was
The
like, my
bartender
age.
just moved there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so she was just like, oh, hey, you work on Broadway too, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, these are the places me and my friends go after. Like,
Nice.
this is the industry bar. Like, they do two for ones for all industry every day, and telling him that. And then so she was cashing us out, and we just did 1 check. We were kind of like, you do here, you do here, you do here.
Yeah.
And then my brain is so slow today. I'm so exhausted.
Welcome to my world.
So then she goes up to my friend Paul,
Yeah.
and she goes, well, your daughter said this. And he did a spit take. And so we joked about it. They were like, they probably think I'm one of y'all's daughters, or just like, I was like, they're going to think some weird shit. They're not going to think that we're all just friends here.
Yeah.
And so then everywhere we went after that, I kept asking people, which couple do you think I belong to? Every day, all day. I asked
And
everyone.
no one blinked an eye.
No, everyone was like, oh, it's Paul and Amanda, because Amanda's like blonde like me.
Yeah.
And so things like that. And so,
That's so funny.
and like I know Paul and Amanda very well. And then the sushi stuff is Chris. And then Chris brought his girlfriend,
Yeah.
Rebecca. And so that was the first time me meeting her. So like me and her were like cool. Like we're kind of like the same person in general. But like I know Amanda and Paul so well at this
Yeah.
point that it's like you would automatically assume that like I'm with them.
Yeah.
And I look like me and Amanda have blonde hair. Everyone else has this brunette hair, so it's kind of like
Yeah, it's
I
like
probably
yeah.
look like I came out of her.
Yep.
And so then the boys ended up going to the playoff Preds game, and so we were just hanging around Broadway. So I kept convincing all the bands that we were watching that they were my lesbian moms. So we would do like a song request, and I would just be like, "Shout out to my lesbian moms," and then they would just go with it. And then I was like, "You birthed me and you raised me," and that's what it was.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we hung out on Friday, that Friday, and we went to Blanco, and then we like ended up going to Lucky Bastard. But then like I was not planning on going anywhere on, was it Sunday? Yeah. I was not planning on going out because I had to go to work the next morning. I had the episode 2 to start working on, but
Yeah, and I call you.
yeah, she pulls the best friend card, which even that didn't convince me at first. And it's just like she just
No, you know what did it? You said, "Can I leave at midnight?" You said, "Yeah, so I can leave with you."
nice. Well, you didn't say that originally because you were like, I was like, how long are you planning on staying out? She's like, I don't know, all night. I was like, fuck.
Well, because this was also at like 9 p.m. So
True,
like it
yeah.
wasn't like I was planning on staying out for like 2 more hours. Like, if anything, if you didn't come, I probably would have still been out until 2 a.m. when the bar shut down.
Yeah.
But like,
I was a scapegoat. Or
Yeah, 100%.
A scapegoat.
yeah, because I was like, "Oh, me and Charlie are heading out."
Yeah,
Thanks.
bye.
And they left the next morning. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think your friends watch this podcast. We'll watch this podcast.
Oh, I talked about it while we were together.
Amazing. Well, shout out to Jess's friends from
Well,
her
yeah,
college
because
days.
wait, was it Friday or Saturday? Where I think it was Saturday because I went home and took a nap, and then I met them for dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So like, and I watched our episode, and then I gave you like the edit notes
Yeah,
after
yeah,
you had
yeah.
edited it to figure out like what we needed to edit out
Yeah.
on my end, and then I took a nap after
Which
that.
was a good bit.
Yeah, a good bit. We got better for the second episode.
We did.
We're better for this one.
We watched
already.
we watched our tongues a little bit. But yeah,
But yeah, so then I like edited it, and then we like went to dinner, and they were like, "Oh, what'd you do today?" And I was like, "Oh, I worked." And then I was like, "Me and my best friend Charlie that you guys met, like we did a podcast, so I had to like okay the episode."
Nice.
And then I took a nap.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And that's what got them to like want me to come out too, because they were like they heard about me through the podcast.
Well, that was on Saturday. You didn't meet us out on Saturday
Oh,
because we went to like one bar. We went and saw my friend Brooke at Bootleggers. I had never been to Bootleggers before.
Where is that at?
It's at the end of Broadway.
Okay.
It's right across from Chiefs.
And
But
I only know like 3 places. So
yeah,
that's
it's like
really
a
all
small place.
I know. Okay.
But she was singing, and it wasn't that busy for a Saturday night. Not that busy,
Yeah.
and like I think they had run like the marathon that morning, or like the
Yeah.
5K that morning. So
they're
they were
just
like
dead.
they were kind of dead, and like the
Yeah.
guy, like we went on the dance floor and like kind of were just like. I was like, I also like don't want to drink as much as I did Friday. I was not hungover as I should have been.
Yeah.
On Saturday morning when I was working, I should have been so much more hungover.
Yeah, 'cause we both drink a lot. I Ubered.
Well, because we were waiting for them to be done with dinner, and then their dinner got
Yeah.
extended, so we just kept like
Yeah, they're-
taking more Jello shots and
Yeah,
drinking more
yeah.
drinks.
I mean, and
But
the set list was pretty good too. Like that was like I wasn't as into it Sunday because it was like a bunch of shit I didn't know. But Friday night was like banger after banger. Like the band was great.
Well, we were dancing a lot too, so I think we like danced out a lot of the
Yeah.
alcohol that we drank too.
Yeah, that too. True. You know, cardio. But yeah, it was fun though. I mean, Friday was definitely more fun than Sunday. But I mean, Sunday I got I got a beer knocked out of my hand by your friend's new girlfriend, and then she just dropped her beer. So 2
Yeah,
beers
and then
went
they
down.
brought out the squeegee.
Yeah, and they brought. Yeah, they did. I was gonna go say something. You're like, nah. And they just brought out the squeegee, which
Yeah.
was so funny.
The thing is like security at Broadway bars, while like they are so problematic when it comes to the door guys,
Yeah.
or like them just being absolute tyrants sometimes,
Yeah.
like they know what the fuck is going on in their bar.
Yeah, which is great.
Like they know that
It
they're-
took 'em-
they immediately knew there was a spill.
Well, it was like 15 minutes after the first one, so it took some maybe.
Well,
after
like I think the first one wasn't as big,
Yeah.
and then like when she spilled hers, there was like foam everywhere, and like within seconds they were cleaning it
Mine
up.
was like halfway full. I think hers was like pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Hers didn't break. Mine did. But,
yeah,
you know, whatever.
yours like slit like right down like
Yeah.
the neck of the
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah. But they bought me another. They were gracious enough to buy me another beer, so it all worked out in the
Yeah.
end. I got a free half a beer out of it, so that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. But where were we at before we started talking about Broadway? So I feel like we were going somewhere and then we like pivoted.
Hinge-capades.
Hinge-capades. Yes. but I don't think we were going anywhere else with that. That was pretty aggressive.
That was pretty aggressive.
You know what? I don't care. I know the owners.
I'm tired of it raining in the middle of us trying to record a podcast.
Yeah, literally this week one was rained out, so we went over there. The lighting is much better over here. We're just kind of in the middle of the chaos, so you're gonna hear
lots of chatter.
Lots of chatter.
Lots of
so
music.
I think it's gonna be best if we hold the mics a little bit tighter, not that tight. So that way we don't pick up anyone else. Eventually we'll get. Eventually, eventually we'll invest in some better mics. By we, I mean me.
Yes.
But that will, it'll have some good noisescape. So anyway, welcome back, y'all. That was a little inside baseball for you guys. So, all right. So we were talking about like what to talk about next, and a hot topic this week, specifically yesterday, because this is when the latest thing dropped. So you're completely unaware of the Drake-Kendrick beef, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I am.
So let me just mansplain this guy. I'll just explain in a nice, chill manner that, I'll sum up basically what Twitter says. To make a long story short, obviously rap beef has been a thing for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they have diss tracks.
Yeah, exactly. So Kendrick did a feature on a Metro Boomin song. And in that...
Wait, who did?
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Had a verse during a Metro Boomin future record song. And in that, he mentioned what is referred to the Big Three, which I don't even know the depths of what that means. But from what I've gathered, it's literally just there's these three rappers. They're kind of the top of the game, top of the food chain. I don't think they're on the same fucking whatever record company, whatever. But they refer to people refer to them as the Big Three. Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. And in this track, Kendrick says, "Motherfuck the Big Three, N-word. It's just Big Me," meaning he's the king, which a lot of hip hop fans would agree. He's a poet that that has a rap beat to it, basically. So that was it. He didn't say anything about fuck Drake or fuck Drake. He didn't say anything about that. J. Cole released a diss track, which I didn't even hear because he deleted it really fast and made a statement during one of his shows how he was it was kind of bothering him how he was he wasn't sleeping well at night. He felt bad because he does respect Kendrick a lot, and so he was basically I'm out. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. And then Drake came back with an actual diss track where he made jokes about Kendrick having size 7.5 shoes and some just a small man, just
I wear 6.5.
I mean, but you're not you're not a part of this rap beef. If he was I'm gonna make a diss track about Jess, he'd be 6.5 foot, But for any guy, 7.5 is pretty small. But he had some other comments about Kendrick's career, about people not liking his last record or whatever. I guess maybe it wasn't as popular as his last records. And then it's probably been about a week or so, and then Kendrick dropped one that completely destroyed Drake. He had a line that said, "When I see you next to Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches." You know what Sexy Red is? He's when I see you next to Sexy Red, I believe I see two bad bitches.
Is that the one that's two bad bitches be friends?
I don't know. She's the one she's not really she's kind of off key a little bit. Might be on purpose, but her big song is "My coochie pink, my booty hole brown," that girl.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
isn't there a song that's like, I love
man.
seeing two bad bitches be friends?
I mean, maybe, and that would make sense why he.
Two bad bitches, two bad bitches.
And that might be why. I mean, I haven't listened to her whole record. That might be why he's like. That would make sense of why he said that. But essentially, like, kind of like dogging on Drake for being like the kind of like, you know, he's kind of like a kind of a pussy.
I mean, didn't his like nudes get leaked or whatever?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if he leaked them himself or like someone else leaked them.
Is
but
that
yeah,
what the rumor is?
He was like. It's like, you know those big like gummy snakes, those like really long big.
Oh, I
gummy
saw the
snakes?
video.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you know, you're like, I have it saved on my.
No, I don't, but I've seen the video.
Yeah.
One of my friends has it saved on her phone, and that's how I saw it. Because she was like, "Oh, I got taken down. I have it though," and I was like, "Oh,
Nice.
it's pop culture, so you know,
hey,
it's what it is."
You gotta,
But
it's what it is. It's in the zeitgeist now, but yeah. So like, and you said like, something about like him not respecting women because it's competition, and then something about like popping assholes women or something like that. It was like, I mean, that was probably my favorite line just because it was so goofy, but he went hard. But yeah, I don't think.
yeah, you shit on your story, and you were like, "Drake just got demolished."
Yeah, literally got like abs. It was like, so the song that Kendrick released was over 6 minutes, which is so long for like any song. And
That's like Freebird status.
yeah. Well, apparently, according to a producer that I worked with Kendrick on the track, the original version was almost 20 minutes long, and they had to cut it down. I think they should have just released all 20 minutes.
It'd be like Kendrick's version, 10-minute version.
Exactly. I mean, like, if that whole version got released, Drake probably wouldn't have a career. Because there's also some, like, weird shit, you know, like, obviously, like, he made some comment about, like, you know how, like, Drake was, like, really into, really close with Millie Bobby Brown when she was, like, 16.
Yeah, and he was like, "I'm waiting for her to be 18 or something."
Yeah, like, there's, like, and so, yeah, obviously some weird shit. So he could have gone way harder, but he went hard enough. Like one of the lines when he first started the track was something about like somebody don't tell a lie about me. I won't tell the truth about you. And then he just like went to like, because like, you know, it's according to Kendrick, he was just dogging on him, but it's like nothing was really true. He's like, okay, cool. Like I'm just gonna literally let loose like all this information, and it was great.
Wait, so what did Drake say about Kendrick?
It was literally just like it was basically nothing. He said something about like, so he went into his family a little bit. I can't remember exactly what he said. We should look at that.
I feel like I probably could do
I mean you could, but we could also do it on mine because I already have this up.
I got it. That way you can keep up the audio.
Yeah, I mean the audio's already there, but
I got it. Let me be my own producer.
okay. Yeah, we're
down
taking
a producer.
we're taking the producing into our own hands, which sounds kind of gross,
Drake's
but
song
Drake's song Kendrick.
about Kendrick.
But yeah, he said something about family because Kendrick also went after his family too.
Euphoria, is that what it's called?
That's Kendrick's song.
Oh.
Look up the lyrics of Push-Ups. Drake Push-Up. I mean, it was Drake's song was like pretty fun. It was a pretty good song. But Kendrick just like, you know, went to another level. All right, read the lyrics for. Wait, where are they at? Oh, here we go. That's all in Spanish. Why is it all in Spanish? Why is this all in Spanish?
Probably because he took it down.
Oh, shit. You're right. Text exceeds 3,900 character limit. let's just say that. Kid, mira. Nunca he podido ser fan número. Ser el fan número uno de nadie. Tu primer número uno tu. It's still not letting you. I feel like there's probably another link that we can try.
Okay.
There we go. All right.
I could never be nobody #1 fan. Your first #1, I had to put it in your hand. You pussies can't get booked outside American Fanan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm a hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't ever take no chains off us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 men's on?
Yeah, size 7 men's on.
This the bark with the bite blank. What's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Extortion baby, whole career you been shook up. Cause Top told you drop and give me 50 like some push-ups, huh? Your last one bricked. You really not on shit. I think we should have a segment of me just speaking, like doing.
Speaking rap songs?
Yeah, like saying rap songs as spoken word.
I mean, I think it would be
They make excuses for you because they hate to see me lit. Pull your contract because we got to see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show inside the biddy. Maroon 5 need a verse. You better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top says drop. You better drop. Give 'em 50. Pip squeak, pipe down.
Damn, yeah, you talk down on him.
You ain't no big 3. SZA got you wiped down.
Damn.
Travis got you wiped down. Savage got you wiped down. Like your label boy, you in the scope right now. And you gonna feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to have this talk with your ass, I had to hike down. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the fuck is this, a 20v1 blank? What's a prince to a king? He a son blank. Get more love in the city that you from blank. Metro, shut your hoe ass up and make some drums blank.
What does blank mean? What do you?
The N-word. Yeah, I'm the 6th god. I'm the front runner, y'all blank. Manager was Chubbs, little blunt runner. Claim the 6 and your boys ain't ever come from it. And when your boys got rich, you had to run from it. Cash blowing, able bread out here tricking. Shit we do for bitches, he doing for blanks. Jets, whips, change, wicked, wicked, wicked. Spin it like you trying to fuck, boy you trippin', boy you trippin'. Drizzy, Chippendale, probably got your bitch Chanel. I just got him done, boy don't make me have to chip a nail. Rolling loud stage, y'all were turned, that was slick as hell. Shit'll probably change if your BM starts to kiss and tell. Hugs and kisses, man, don't tell me about no switches. I'll be rocking every fucking chain I own next visit, A. I'll be with some bodyguards like Whitney. Top says, drop you little midget ass, better fucking.
How much longer? You don't have to go
That
through the
was
whole
just
thing.
verse 1.
Yeah. Let's not read the whole thing. But yeah, so it's just
Well,
like
verse 2's way shorter.
yeah.
But it just,
I mean, essentially, it's just like him, like kind of like trying to push Kendrick down, like trying to talk down on him, like saying he's little, he's like not king anymore. SZA's doing better. Yada yada yada. Classic, like. I mean, it's not really. Drake isn't really.
Why is it in Spanish?
Yeah, why are all these ones in Spanish? Just go back.
They don't have one.
Here are the lyrics. Yeah.
Them superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid, now spiraling.
Yeah, famous actor.
Yeah, because he was on Degrassi.
Degrassi.
He got shot and was in a wheelchair in Degrassi.
Yeah, which I think it would have been so funny if and there's still time for like a music video for Euphoria. I think you should have a music video where it starts off with Drake getting shot in Degrassi and then it going into that. That would be so funny.
Did you see actually, like speaking of rappers shooting other people?
Yes.
And everything that's happening with like Diddy right now. It's come out like in the Tupac murder, how the guy that was like driving the car finally came out and was like, yeah,
on a podcast.
And then he came out and said that P Diddy paid him $2 million to drive.
Yeah, but there's no proof of that transaction, so they can't actually do anything to Diddy.
Yeah, but I mean they can investigate it farther.
Oh yeah, which like maybe that's why they're investigating now.
Yeah.
Because like.
Is that not crazy?
That's fucking like the
like
fact
what year was Tupac murdered? And it's 2024.
Wait, did you say 2024?
No, I said, what year did he get murdered? And now it's 2024.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, wait, what? Like,
no,
where have you been?
He didn't.
It was like 90s
I have one of his vinyls.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if you just upset the vinyl community. Apparently you're not supposed to put an S at the end of it, but.
One of his vinyls?
No, one of his vinyl. That's apparently what you're supposed to say.
Oh, I don't really care if I offend the vinyl community. I like my little record player, and I like what my vinyls. Make me feel they're right next to my crystals.
Nice. What kind of record player do you have? Is that I'm looking at getting a new one.
It's just one my mom got me for Christmas one year. Like one year I
Wait, a
had a
suitcase
whole. It's not like a suitcase one,
Oh,
but
okay.
it does flip down and up like the top does.
Nice.
One year for Christmas when I was in college, I got a whole like 90s Christmas themed because I got like a Polaroid and like a whole big kit of like a big camera thing.
Nice.
And then vinyls and a vinyl record player.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the need. I'm in the market for a new record player. So yeah, I've had the ones like like the Target ones that like the suitcase ones but my roommate who moved out this past year, he had like a really nice one that also like was linked to like a nice stereo system, and I really would just want like that. Probably something that could just like. It would be nice to have like a stereo system that also connected with my TV. That would just have all in one,
Like a sound bar.
Well, I mean, probably more than a sound bar, but a sound bar would be a good start, I guess. But yeah, I mean, like, I have like a record collection. I've probably got like at least like 60 or so that I've got gathered over the years. So I love at least collecting it because it's like it's timeless in value, and in just like. Cute. That little baby just cheers her Coca-Cola with her mom. That was cute. I just witnessed that.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the end of the Kendrick beef, basically.
Well, then you wanted to talk about why I don't like Kanye West.
Oh yeah, like I think that is interesting. I mean, like not like ooh, that's interesting. That's an interesting take, but you do raise a good point. And not a lot of people think about, like, obviously people don't like Kanye
Because everyone says like Kanye's crazy, Kanye does all this stuff, but Kanye in the sense, like music, great, but I am able to separate that in the sense of he makes the people that have bipolar, like myself, look so bad, and then him going on and talking about how he's not medicated and all this stuff, like, and how we talked about this literally last week about how I'm well medicated and it keeps me riding that middle ground.
Yeah.
And for him to like have all these like manic episodes and do all these things, it's like someone made a good point and said like if he was a white woman, he would have already been on a conservatorship.
Yeah. I mean, you're right.
And it's like he does so many crazy things and people are like he's just an artist, but at some point you have to say like he is just not well and we need to take a stand on something like that to where it's like I just can't get behind a lot of the things he does because he always talks about like how no one can medicate him, like medicine is toxic, and I'm like, as someone who is bipolar and deals with this on a day-to-day basis, like my medication has saved my life.
Yeah, and I believe that.
And I just think everyone's like, ooh, bipolar people are all crazy, and he just gives that stigma so much more ammunition.
Yeah, of course. They see him in maybe he just hasn't found the right medication. That might be it, but
I just think he likes being unmedicated bipolar because it's what gets him views.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know necessarily. So I feel like maybe like as far as like his music goes, I don't know what he's made while he's on or off meds. So like maybe him like maybe to him, and maybe it is true, maybe his music is in fact better when he's not on his medication. Not that doesn't excuse his behavior in any way, but I do think he just like uses that and he just like will talk about that as kind of an excuse for his behavior, how he is bipolar. But at the end of the day, it's like people that like think he's crazy need to like, because most people these days are really open to like talking about mental health and like caring about people with mental health and helping them, with whatever they're dealing with, and like there's grace and compassion for these people. But I feel like a lot of people are very picky about what type of mental health they're like really being empathetic towards. And when they see someone like Kanye, their instinction is like, fuck this guy, he's crazy, he supports Hitler, so that was
just wild.
Which is obviously wild. But like, does he actually believe that, or is he just so manic that he wants to inflate his ego so much that he is willing to say anything it takes just to get people to talk about him?
I think it's like a little bit of both.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like, but at the end of the day, it's like, I agree with you that he is giving bipolar people a bad name, but the reaction that society needs to have with him is more so of like, okay, like why is he doing this?
I think in general, I still fight the stigma every day. Like, I'm one of those people that's like, I'm honestly an open book.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain things I don't talk about, like past traumas and things like that with like many people, but like when it comes to like things like mental health, like I'm bipolar. Well, I'm medicated, but I'm bipolar. And so I don't mind talking about it, but then it's like I still have to fight that stigma, and that's kind of how I like personally fight it, where I'm like, you didn't think I was crazy.
Yeah.
Did you? But now you know I'm bipolar. Look at me now. We're still cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like that's how I kind of do like my fighting with it. But everyone, because then once like you have that label, which kind of sucks, because sometimes labels do help, because some people don't want to be diagnosed and some people do. I'm one of those people that's like, I'd rather have a diagnosis, because then I can look at myself and be like, okay, a lot more stuff makes sense because of this one thing.
Yeah.
And that helps define it. But like some people are like, I just don't want that name behind it. It gives me all that. And then some people will just be like, oh, well, she's bipolar, she's crazy. And they're like, okay. And I have to sit there and be like, you just think I'm crazy because of my mental health diagnosis, not because of like what I'm telling you is true.
Yeah, like they can't separate it, where it's like they have this idea of you in
or
their head.
No, like anytime they think I'm like being crazy, like, are you manic right now? No.
Yeah, like no, bitch.
No, I'm actually not. I'm just passionate about something.
Yeah, just wait till Mezca comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think anyone needs to know about Mexico.
No, they won't. They won't see Mezca on this podcast.
I hope not, unless we do like a live podcast at the bar, like on Friday. Mexico's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe it. I don't really think I've gotten even a glimpse of it, really. Because like you weren't that toasted at the bar. You were having a good time, but you weren't like crazy.
Yeah.
You weren't crazy drunk or anything.
I mean, I just don't love getting hammered anymore. You know.
I like getting like riding that wave where it's like I'm buzzed. I'm loose. I'm like dancing.
I don't mean to yawn. I'm just tired.
That's okay. I mean, I know you do. But like, yeah, I like getting to a point where you're just like inebriated and just like you're just like slurring your words. Like no one's having a good time.
Well, and it's just like I also like don't want to be the reasons my friends don't have like a fun time or anything like that out because they have to take care of me all the time.
Yeah. You know, God forbid you fall into a lake or something.
It's a river, but it's okay.
Whatever.
We'll move on.
Anyway. But yeah, so with that being said, you know, being bipolar doesn't mean that what? Being bipolar doesn't mean you're gonna just start supporting Hitler. If anything, you're gonna make great music, or maybe even start.
Well, it just makes me not want to listen to his music either.
Yeah, like he does talk about it. I get it, but like I don't deal with that. So like I can, you know, it doesn't bother me, but I understand why it would bother you.
Yeah. Even
though I did try to make you listen to one of his songs recently, and you weren't having a good time, so we moved on from there.
No, I vetoed that too.
So now we just listen to Ban Camino.
We do. You had Ban Camino on in the car when you picked me up today.
I do love Ban Camino. I love Laney. Do you like Laney too? Or you like? It's like I feel like they're not exactly the same. Laney.
Oh.
They're not exactly the same, but they're kind of like in the same. Like they're more of like a chill kind of. Ban Camino is more like sad boy rock.
Yeah, you know? I was gonna say like they're kind of more of a rocky kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Lonnie's just more like the same vibe throughout the entire song. Like
like
almost kind of jazzy, almost a little bit.
I mean a little bit.
Jazzy poppy a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I was listening to Ban Camino on the speaker at work the other day, and my boss who also loves Ban Camino, and like we did a collab with him and everything. He comes in, he's like Ban Camino, and he's like, "You going through a breakup right now?" I was like, "No, I just like Ban Camino, dude. What are you talking about?" He was like, because we've joked about it before.
Well, and I think they are good for breakups. My most recent breakup, I will say, what am I missing? by the band Camino was that song for me. I even sent it to my therapist.
Yeah.
And the next session that we had was like 2 days later, and she goes, I do love that band, and I love that song, and I love the lyrics of that song, and I love this journey that we're on.
Nice. That's odd. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, some songs you really just, like, connect. Even if, like, it's not exactly what you're going through, it's like, even, like, if like, a verse or a chorus line,
Yeah.
like, it's like that song will mean something to you.
Well, and it's like they don't have the discography of, like, Taylor Swift by any means, so it's not like you can just, like, pull a song from any album and relate to one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say The Dark is
Dark
my
is pretty
favorite
good.
album of theirs.
That's pretty. I do like that. What's that one song off there? I can't remember the name of the record. It was a shorter record, but it was like I'll be outside, but you know that one. See through. That's it. you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I can't understand one fucking word they're
I've been
saying.
out.
Because
I've
you're
been
like,
outside. I've been something.
I've been cooped up.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been outside. I've been cooped up. Something. Yeah, see through. Yeah, that one.
I can see you.
Yeah, that one. I like that one.
I do love the band.
That one. That one probably got me.
You know
into
what's
them.
wild to me is like, I feel like I find a band and then I learn that they live in Nashville with me, and then like there's so many things. I usually don't get starstruck because I mean in general, like if you go to the Whole Foods in Franklin, you'll see Reba McEntire there. Like those kind of things.
Reba McEntire came into the crepe shop I worked at, looked at the menu, and then walked out.
Yeah, and
I
I mean
saw her.
they're around all the time, and then so
Nicole
like
Kidman
I
at
did not
Cappuccino.
fangirl until you told me that Theo Vaughn lived here.
That's right. And we went to church together. We went to a service of church together.
I love that experience for you. I wish I was there.
Yeah.
That's the only time you'll ever hear me say that. Anyway, no, like, so, like, when I learned that Theo Vaughn did that, and then learning that the band Camino, like, lives out in East Nashville, which makes sense because they were formed in Memphis. But
Yeah.
then, like, Greta Van Fleet lives here. Like, there's so many bands that I think.
ran into them at fucking Home Depot.
Yeah, they go to all the time.
Yeah. Did you see them there?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, there's like, you know, you see Paramore here all the time. Like, I've met Zach Farrow a bunch of times. I know Josh Farrow.
I don't know who they are.
You know what Paramore is?
I know what Paramore is. I only know Haley Williams, though.
Okay, well, Zach Farrow is the drummer, and then his brother Josh Farrow used to be a guitar player. He hasn't played in a while. He has a family. He's doing his own thing. But Zach, I love Zach. Zach has a side project called Half Noise, and it's a really fun band. They're I don't really know what genre I would call them. There's so many bands now. It's like there's genre, like you can't really define bands by genre anymore. It's like there's like
What's your
subgenres, I
favorite-
guess, but
What's your favorite music venue here? I know our producer Hayden's is Basement East.
I would say my current favorite venue. I mean, sorry, because it used to be the Cohen, which was inside Topgolf, and that's only because it sounded the best. And the venue itself is pretty cool. I would say Exit In is great. It's still
Exit
still
In.
pretty iconic.
But have you been in it since they did the remodel?
No.
Yeah, I've heard
No.
good things about the remodel.
Wait,
like
no, I have.
sound-wise.
I went there one time after it, and it did sound
I've literally only seen one band play,
yeah.
and it's my friend's band, Drive Drive. I've literally been there
Nice.
like 3 times, and it's been every time that they're headlining.
Nice, that's funny. Yeah, my
Well,
friend.
no, they were opening one time for the Foxies, but
Nice. Yeah, I saw my friend Flurry perform there. This was after the remodel.
have you been to the one inside of the bowling alley in East Nashville, right on like the Madison line?
No, but I've been to Brooklyn Bowl.
Yeah, it's not Brooklyn Bowl.
Yeah.
It's like the other one.
No, I haven't. Is it cool? Is it cool?
Yeah,
I like.
it's the old Kmart.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, I mean Nashville. Like surprisingly, Nashville doesn't have a ton of great venues. But there's venues that are like cool, like
Well, I mean,
aesthetically.
we have a
but,
ton
like,
of small venues, but we only have a few big venues. So,
Yeah.
like, I know so many people always make a stop here.
Yeah.
Like Morgan Wallen's currently playing at Nissan as
Yeah.
we speak.
But like, who's gonna like? I would.
He's having like 3 nights, man.
That's wild.
And like
All it
Taylor
takes-
Swift was last year, and then like
Yeah.
Luke Combs was literally like 2 months before
Didn't
that.
Taylor Swift also play 3 nights in a row?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
You could probably, I
the
could
same
honestly
level.
probably listen to Morgan Wallen's concert tomorrow night from my apartment.
Wow.
Just open the door.
I think he's gonna say the N-word on the mic.
Probably. He's
Yeah.
probably gonna throw some chairs too.
Probably, yeah.
He does have court tomorrow.
That's court in between shows is crazy.
Well, they like somehow
That's crazy.
just had it planned for his court case to be while he was in town for his shows.
I mean,
on his
that's
tour.
kind of brilliant, honestly, on the city's part. Yeah,
He had to ensure that he was going to be here because he posted bail.
yeah, that's funny.
His
yeah.
15 grand bail.
Jeez, that's not.
Well,
I mean,
that's the 5% he paid,
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you
or
know,
the 10% he paid.
I mean, celebrities can get away with most things these days. But aside from like, because I'm more picky with venues, because like I like for it to sound good. If it sounds bad, I'm not fan. Like
Well, we're going to Marathon to see
Eric Andre.
Yeah, we're
Eric
going to
Andre's
get
not
ranched.
a band though. Yeah, we're gonna get ranched on. It's like a comedy show mostly. But yeah,
But
it's
Marathon's a good venue.
Marathon is pretty good.
And they have hot dogs.
They do. Daddy's Dogs is there. Did I tell you my time when I went to the Danny Brown show and I was the spokesperson for Daddy's Dogs? I was just standing there by myself. I was just like eating a hot dog because I was like, I have a beer and a hot dog, and I was by myself, and I was like, I can't hold both and do both because it's a big messy hot dog. So I was just eating it like on the corner of like the stand, and everyone was like asking me like what'd you get? It looks so good. I was like, you know, welcome along, you know, and like they were like, and then I sold probably so many hot dogs because of that. But yeah, I went to see
I love
Danny
Daddy's
Brown.
Dogs. If anyone doesn't know, Daddy's Dogs is like a little chain here of just
Yeah.
hot dogs, and they make such good hot dogs. I love the little stand that they have on Printer's Alley.
Yeah, 'cause it's right by your house.
Yeah, well, one just in general, but even like before I lived downtown, that was my favorite because
Yeah.
everyone always forgets about it, and then like you like walk back to wherever you parked your car, and it's like that diamond in the rough, that like light at the end of the tunnel.
Truly, and it's like,
and it's just
like,
still so good. It's
the
good
right-
sober, like you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
When you're so drunk and like you go home and like cook ramen or like whatever drunken concoction,
Yeah.
and it's just so good. You
Yeah.
feel the same way about it when you're
Daddy's
sober.
Dogs. Yeah, yeah. They're there exactly when you need them. They're the right. It's the right amount of food for the right amount of price.
But I mean,
it's like a hot dog. Yeah, it's expensive, but like if you're
But
okay
the
with
way
stuff
they're
on your
putting,
hot dog,
like, it's not just like relish or stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
they're putting like pimento cheese.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
yeah, like peaches and cream cheese and like jalapenos and like all kinds of shit. They were
Like,
they were
they're-
outside of
it's an
Target.
art.
They were outside of Target on Black Friday, which is a baller move.
It is an art that
Yeah.
they're doing.
And it's like the bun is perfect. It's like a little bit grilled, so it's like a little.
Everyone at Blanco is doing the 9x9 challenge, and I feel
Love.
kind of
right
a
now.
little FOMO. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's raining now. I guess they might
Yeah.
have a rain delay, but they're doing it now. Like a lot of people from work are,
And why didn't you go?
so I could do this with you.
Look at that. That's what true friendship looks like. We'll do the.
Also, can you imagine how many 9 beers in a baseball stadium and 9 hot dogs cost? That's
Yeah.
probably like $150 right there.
It's not going to be cheap, but we're going to do it. We are going to
Yeah.
do it. We should do it. We should do a podcast. We should just do an audio podcast. Like, figure it out where it's like, because like having this in the sun probably isn't the best move, but we should like figure out like do a podcast while we're doing the Glizzy challenge. Probably not video because that would look disgusting,
Yeah.
but or we could just just not monetize it either. We could just be friends for a couple hours.
We're
Either
literally
way,
friends. We're literally the friends outside of like the 22 hours that we're not shooting a podcast.
yeah, true. So we can also shoot the podcast. Well, yeah. Either way, we're gonna do. We should do the 9x9 challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. Daddy Dogs is great. But yeah, marathon. Back to
See,
marathon.
the thing is I don't think I could do 9 Daddy's Dogs hot dogs.
no.
I can
It
just
has
do
to
like
be
regular
like
little
a regular
glizzies.
Nathan's dog. Like,
Yeah.
what's your go-to like just classic move for a hot dog? Like a regular hot dog.
If possible, I would love some American cheese
Oh shit.
stuffed into the sides.
Okay.
Then lots of ketchup. I'm
Lots
a
of
ketchup
ketchup?
girly.
Okay.
Then a little dollops of relish.
Nice. But fresh relish, not the Costco relish.
Either one. No, I did not like the Costco relish. It was just not good. It honestly tasted like it sat in that little container for so long.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I feel like it sat in that tube. Like, where
Yeah,
you press it. Like, I feel like
probably.
no one used it for like 3 months. And then I got whatever was sitting in that tube.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just cheap. But
Yeah.
I mean, you think the thing that won at the ballpark are gonna be better, like sitting down in the
You
hot
know what I saw on TikTok?
summer? What?
Someone ordered a Dr. Pepper with pickles in it from Sonic. And she, like, recorded herself getting it from the drive-thru, and she, like, said, "Can I have a large Dr. Pepper with pickles in it?" And the lady was like, "Yeah. Hey, you're going to see cherries on there. That's your pickles." And, like, they knew what she was fucking talking about. That's so wild to me.
Have you tried it?
No, I'm not a very big, like, pickle girl. Like, I don't mind them, but I'm not gonna be the kind of person that's just standing at my fridge eating a whole jar of pickles.
I mean, yeah, maybe like one slice. I do that. Like a little spear, just like
No, I don't do that.
crunch. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, not everyone's a pickle girly.
But it's like I loved pickled stuff.
Yeah.
Like pickled onions, so good.
What's like? That's like
I
a whole
literally
different
have
flavor,
I
bro.
do stand in front of my fridge, like with the door open, and eat some of my pickled onions that I have in a little container.
Nice. Well,
Next to my
that's a
kimchi.
completely different. That's a completely nice. That's a completely different flavor profile though, because it's like apple cider vinegar versus like just like vinegar with like dill.
I don't think it's always apple cider vinegar.
It usually is. Most of the time, if it's like if they're like the classic like purple.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like other pickled stuff. Like I love.
Well, no, yeah, other pickled stuff, but pickled onions are typically with like I think coriander and apple cider vinegar. I used to make the pickled onions for Bastion when I worked there for like 3 months for their nachos. Remember those nachos?
Remember we demolished them?
Remember how we got half and half and we didn't realize till after the fact that
I ate
the vegan half,
yeah,
and I ate the pork half, which like whatever, they're still good.
Then we were just like, should we order another?
I kind of regret not getting another.
Yeah,
But then it was like so busy, so like fuck it. So then we went to we were to get Lucky's and got the glizzy pizza
with pickles on it.
with pickles and the
Well, that
the
pizza was
Chicago
so good.
dog.
We both were like, we don't want to spend a lot of money on food, and what did we do? We were like, we're not going to spend a lot of money. We're going to share it.
Yeah,
And
then
we
we just
both
shared
said-
2 full-size meals.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're like, we're just not gonna spend any money tonight. We're just gonna get 2 full-size meals at bars.
yeah.
And that's how that goes. But
Yeah.
it was worth it. I mean, we saw Breaking Bad. We had some good times. We texted the Family Guy.
Yeah.
Family Guy guy.
That didn't tip.
That didn't tip.
I think his name was Sam.
Sam. Shout out Sam, who didn't tip a beer at Iris.
Samuel Banana.
Yeah.
That's how he was in my phone, because he wore a banana costume
That's
to
right.
his nephew's
That's right.
birthday party or something.
That's right.
And I was just ramen in his phone.
Nice.
Because he asked me for my last name, and he goes, or I could just put it as ramen. I said, I like ramen better, honestly.
You're like, this isn't going anywhere. I like ramen better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to venues for the second time. Marathon is good, but I think if I had
only
to
been
pick,
there for
if I
emo
had,
night.
If I had a,
I've only been there for emo night.
I've been there for a few shows. The Danny Brown JPEG Mafia show was great. It sounded really good, but I think my favorite venue overall, just because of like aesthetic and like how it's just like kind of unlike anything else. Lucky Bamboo, Chinese restaurant, down the street in West Nashville. I saw Half Noise there. There's been other bands too, but like in like the back of the restaurant, there's like a stage and they have shows.
Kind of like
It's
Cafe
so
Coco
sick.
did
Not at all. I mean, like Cafe Coco did do shows
in
but
the
like-
back.
but like this is like unlike anything else. 'Cause it's like a Chinese restaurant theme. Like there's like all like the light, like the cool lights and like the colors and like the all the curtains and stuff. And then there's like a stage, and then like you can also just get some some kung pao chicken and stuff. It's great.
My favorite venue is the Ryman, the Mother Church.
It's a great venue. It's
Tabernacle.
so uncomfortable.
Absolutely
For tall
so but
people and big people.
the thing is it was made for church
Yeah.
originally.
And
But
it was made in the
the
50s where everyone was a
acoustics-
stick.
But so like the acoustics in it are so great,
Yeah.
and like pretty much unless you're like right behind a pole on the bottom,
Yeah.
you have a great view and you can
The view is
hear
great.
it.
Yeah.
And you can hear the same, like you can hear it like you would be in the front row.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, I still go to the Ryman because, like, obviously some things are like, people, if someone's only coming to the Ryman, I'm going to go see if I'm a big enough fan. I've seen, like, a few comedy shows, and I've seen a few concerts there.
Yeah, I
It's always
saw
sounded
a
great.
good band, Future Birds.
Ooh,
There.
Future Birds. I saw
The guitarist, his name is Carter. His mom, whose name is Susan,
Susan.
she is the most southern angel, other than my mother, that I know. Her name is Susan King, and she was just like the sweetest old lady. She called the hotel I worked at and was like, hey, I saw this deal online. It's not letting me book it. we had actually like ended up like advertising at the wrong time. Like the deal wasn't actually active or something along those lines. So we're like the day it was active online was not the day that our like marketing went active. And so like I was like, yeah, let me set you up with that. And we ended up talking. She was like, I'm from Atlanta. My son's in a band, blah, blah, blah. Ended up that another one of my friends' bands opened for them.
Oh, shit.
And so she ended up bringing me like gifts from Atlanta. And like she brought me boiled peanuts. My favorite thing that I cannot find.
Boiled peanuts.
That I cannot find in Tennessee.
You should. I mean, Chase that works here, our CDC, like he's been wanting to do boiled peanuts here for a while. So we should talk to him about it.
Yeah. Well, so she brought me like boiled peanuts, and like I like set her up, and so then like the next like I think it was like 2 months, like her son had another concert, and she was like, hey, and she was like, can my whole family come? And I was like, yeah, tell them to like here's my personal like my desk phone. This is the direct line. Give them that. Tell them to tell me that they know Susan King, and I got her whole family in there.
Nice.
And so like I feel bad. So when I left that hotel, I was like, I miss her.
Aw.
She was so sweet.
Sweet Susan.
She was so sweet.
So
and
sweet,
she like
Susan.
I told her like I couldn't find tickets to her son's show because I like liked the band.
Yeah.
And so she goes, here's the VIP tickets. And I was like, Susan. I love her.
Nice. I mean, getting like VIP at like, cause like the seats are like the front seats are like, are they like just folding chairs in the front? Is that what you got? Oh.
No, we just had like a little side thing, like
okay,
on
gotcha.
it was like the top level, but it was like the side where it's like the standing with the family,
gotcha.
and that's where like you can go in and go down, but I didn't go down like
gotcha.
behind stage or whatever.
I feel like the up front where like the folding chairs are a little more comfortable. Like you can like space them out
I
a
don't
little
think
bit more.
they even have folding chairs.
They have them in the very back.
Yeah.
But I saw Charlie XCX there, which was a very odd concert for the Ryman.
Yeah, for the Ryman, yeah.
It was fun, but that was just like very awkward because like there's like the front couple rows were just like dancing like it was a rave, and then everyone else was just standing there. It was very interesting. I saw Bunny Bear there, and that was incredible.
Yeah.
Because everyone sat down, except these two bitches next to me. This like couple were like talking like in between songs, and I was like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
I feel bad for saying the Ryman because my mom wanted us to talk about this.
Yeah.
She said not on Broadway. Sorry, Mom.
I mean, it's
Ryman
off,
is my
it's
favorite
off
venue.
Broadway. It's off Broadway.
Not even a block.
It's. I mean, I don't consider it like. I'm
Not
sure.
even
I'm
a
sure.
block.
I'm sure your mom was talking about like Broadway venues, like the Lucky Bastard or like the whatever, the saloons. That's not a venue. The Ryman is.
Well, so now Chiefs is technically a venue. Like the middle floor is a venue now.
Really?
He's doing a residency there.
Weird. But still, it's like, I mean, like, obviously, the Ryman is, like,
Well,
iconic.
Morgan Wallen's bar is opening this weekend, I think. I think
Oh,
he did it for
God.
his concert.
Why? All the trash people have
It's called
bars.
This Bar.
This bar?
This Bar.
This bar. That's so dumb.
Well, because everyone thought he was going to name it Whiskey Glasses, and I was like, do you have any whiskey? It's like there's Whiskey Bend, there's Whiskey River,
Yeah.
there's Whiskey Row. There, like,
No, it just
there's
gets so
many
confusing.
Yeah. There's
Whiskey
already enough
this,
whiskey.
that.
So
Whiskey
this
this.
bar, I guess, is better, but
Yeah.
this bar.
Is it one of his songs or something?
Yeah.
Okay, well, now we know. Well, anyway.
I think we should end this.
Maybe we should. We went pretty good today.
We've been talking for 2,236 seconds.
Is that a second? No, that's just bars.
Oh.
It's music lingo. We've been talking for a while, though, so let's end it. All right, well, now that our glasses are empty, but we can still cheers because that's how we're going to cue the thing. So thanks for listening to another episode of our podcast. Until next time, cheers, guys.